you're doing, Mike Bradley? Hope you're doing well as always. Yeah, I'm a little bit brown. I've just got back from holiday. Well, I say just got back. I got back from holiday 2 days ago. If you been following me on Instagram, I've been posting some random Marrakesh holiday pictures where I've been, and had a lovely time. Very chilled. A break was very much needed because, yeah, I've been kind of like we all are, like everyone. You're kind of go, you know. And if you're a self-employed person, you're always thinking about the next thing. And once you do the next thing, you're like, okay, now the next thing, you know. So if it's not teaching, it's sessions. If it's not sessions, it's original stuff. If it's not original stuff, it's YouTube stuff. If it's not YouTube stuff, it's website stuff. And then round that hamster wheel we go. But very, very nice of a break. But I'm back. The only thing about going away, I got bitten about 30 times, and it wasn't all mosquitoes. I don't know what it was. Every time I woke up, I had a new bloody bite on my arm or neck. It was a nightmare. Now, the only problem with going away is that I haven't played guitar in a week, which is a very long time for me, especially if you're in the swimming pool all the time, you know, like I was a lot. You know, your calluses go and all that kind of stuff. Now, we got back Saturday. And then I slept on the plane, so I had a good 3 hours, whatever, on the plane kind of thing. So I was wide awake at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I picked up my guitar for the first time, you know, in over a week, and started playing and whatnot. And it felt good, but I wasn't using a plectrum. I was just doing some, you know. Doing that kind of, no, just having a noodle for about half an hour, and I didn't touch a pick. And you know, I could feel it was a little bit, just getting the muscles kind of talking and working again. But as soon as I picked up the plectrum and started playing with that, I was crap. Everything I was playing felt weird. I was just, everything was rubbish. You know, my coordination went. This felt so alien to me picking. Now let me tell you a secret. And this is something no other musician, no other guitar player on YouTube will tell you a negative about their playing. And the big secret is my picking hand is shit. I don't, you know, sometimes I have days and I feel my picking hand is kind of not where I want it to be, but I feel in control. Other times I don't feel in control. And it's always been like that. Left hand is alright, that's not too bad, but my picking hand isn't great, so I rely on hybrid picking a lot, picking fingers, and I kind of like the sound of that anyway. I've got no choice because that's the best thing I'm good at, but regarding right hand stuff, yeah, I can blag, like that's a blag. There's some things though, the picking I just, you know, I really struggle with. So I feel, when I say today is Monday, I came back Saturday evening, about midnight Saturday evening, so technically Sunday morning. And so I've been playing the guitar a little bit since then, but I thought I'd just share some warm-up tips and some picking tips, what might help you guys in, you know, if you haven't played guitar for a while, or even just general warm-ups to get your hands kind of talking again with each other. And some things I do to try and get my picking hand where I want it to be. If I could pick like Paul Gilbert, but would that happen? No, because I'm not Paul Gilbert. But there's actually one that links in very nicely. Actually, I remember. Sorry, it's a bit of a talking video at the moment. There will be some playing, I promise. But I remember being about 16 years old, getting Paul Gilbert's Terrifying Guitar Trip, and he had a thing on there called Metal Dog. Which I think is now called Technical Difficulties, I'm not sure. And it's a really cool, now I'm not doing it as fast as Paul, and I'm playing clean at the moment. But it's that kind of thing, it's like inside picking. And it's a really good thing to get your right hand kind of talking to it, to your left hand, you know, get them in sync together. So you kind of trip up that. So let me show you that as one little thing, because it's a really good idea. So camera 2 is pointing to my guitar neck here. So we're going to be going G on the full string 5th fret, and then to C on the 5th string 3rd fret. And so I'm starting on a down pick, hopefully you can see there, and then going down, up, down. Alright, after that everything's alternated. And then we're going to go to the 4th fret, the F sharp, and then back to the C as a pedal. Like that. My pedal board just fell down. Then back to the G, and then back to 2 C's again. Then to the F sharp, same thing. And then it would be F sharp to G. So hopefully this is making sense. So G, F sharp, G, F sharp, F sharp, G. And then you do the C again. 2 C's. Bit of juice on it. Now I still don't feel back to my usual picking self. Even then when I sped it up I could feel my right hand wasn't quite where it wants to be. So you know, sit on it for a while like I'm going to do right now. You know, you don't have to stop, you just keep looping it around if you really wanted to. Alright, and then there's this burns a bit. He's going B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, 7, 8, 10, 7, 9, 10. And then same idea, but going between the 7th fret on the 5th string to the 10th fret on the 4th and the 9th fret on the 4th string. You got that. And then going G, A, B, C, D, E, 3, 5, 7 on the 6th and 5th strings. Back to the first one again. That kind of stuff. Starting to feel a bit more loose now. But yeah, so that's a really good thing, just to sit there and get that picking hand working. So when I plugged this amp set in, plugged into my amp for the first time since getting back, and I'm like, oh man, I forget how good this amp is. You know, and I'll put a bit of dirt on there. Anyway, I digress. Another thing I like to do is kind of an A major chord. You can do any major chord really, I just happen to do it in an A. And kind of string skipping going down the A arpeggio. And a lot of this is all one note on a string, because that's probably the hardest thing to do. That's why God invented sweep picking. Alright, as opposed to, you know, picking everything. So what I'm doing here, I'm starting on the A, then going to an octave A, so A on the 5th string to A on the 7th fret on the 4th string, and then going up to the 5th string on the E, and then going to the 6th fret 3rd string for C sharp, then back to A on the 7th fret 4th string, then to E on the 2nd string 5th fret, back to the C sharp on the 3rd string 4th, then to A on the high E on the 1st string on the 5th fret, And then after the A, we're going to go to C sharp on the 9th fret 1st string. So that's it going down. And everything's a down up pick. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then I probably cheat a bit coming back, and I go from the C sharp straight to the C. From the C sharp to the low C sharp on the 6th fret, and then to the 5th fret 2nd string, and then A on the 4th string 7th fret, back to the C sharp, up to the E on the 5th string 7th fret, down to the A on the 4th string 7th fret, and then back to the low A. So you got a little roll. I seem to be going E, A. Nothing's written in stone. Take it, make it your own, you know. Alright, so that's as a chord, and you can make a little progression out of that. You could say do A chord to a C to a D, back to your A. So. Now for this one, this is the perfect example when I was saying about how I can blag that I've got a reasonably good picking hand. Because for some reason I can loosen up my picking hand for this kind of stuff. If you want to know, the dirt I'm using is a Seymour Duncan 805. I'll put a link in the description box below. What I'm doing here... bit of crunch. Mixing up this legato with the picking. So I'm on, I'm thinking A minor, C major, A minor. And I'm on the A on the 14th fret 3rd string, and then putting off to the 12th fret on the G. Alright, so that's a down pick and then putting off. And then I'm going down up on the string above 14, 12 on the E and D strings. This could be done anywhere. But it's got that attack for the picking, which I like. If you think of it as a drum, so I might go that kind of. So when I was here, I was just kind of going through the scale. So right there, then I'm going, actually all the same frets there, which is nice and easy. 12 and 10 on the 3rd and 4th strings. What's that? G and F and D and C. And I went on the, again, same frets, 10 and 9. What's that? F and E, and C and B. And then you could do the same frets again, 9 and 7, 9 and 7. Could do that. I think originally I did that before earlier in the video. I went 9, 7, 10, 7. So what's that? E, D, C, A. But you could do the 9th fret, which would be B and A. That's why you want to know a little bit your theory of what you're playing. So this is all A minor scale. And then I'm in good old shape 1 A minor pentatonic, if you will. 7/5, 7/5. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. You could carry it on, so C, A, or pull off, G and E, and you're back to the A. That kind of stuff. That's not how you play Tie Your Mother Down, is it? And I'll show you one other thing, which is quite cool. Actually, let's do this in G. So we're going down a good old major scale. But you're kind of going back on yourself a little bit. So the scale is, so very important you know the scale first. So it's G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, etc. So I'm going 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. Very important you get that. And then back up as well. Now just going up and down, that is cool. But it can be a bit boring. So what I'm doing, I'm going down the first 4 notes and then going to the second note and going down 4 notes, if that makes sense. So we're going to go... That makes sense? So I've got G, A, B, C, A, B, C, D, B, C, D, E, C, D, E, F sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, E, F sharp, G, A, F sharp, G, A, B, etc. Alright? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when you get there, it's a bit of a trick, you've got to kind of roll up. And I'll just finish on the G there. Just makes it a bit more cooler for the ears and the fingers a bit. So I sped up there quite a bit at the end, but you get the idea. And then coming back, well, up. Do pretty much the same thing. Not pretty much the same thing, exactly the same thing. So I'm going down the 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, then go to that second note. So if I'm going C, B, A, G, now I want to go B, A, G, F sharp, A, G, F sharp, E, G, F sharp, E, D, etc. good to finish on a chord. So at the top here, when you get to the second to third strings, you've got to do some rolling. I usually mute the string so it gives it a bit of a tighter sound, but that definitely helps me in my picking hand. And like I say, I've got a pretty crap picking hand, so I find that does do a good job. Hopefully these little ideas are kind of helping you, and I just wanted to share some little things I was doing to try and get my hands kind of back in action again, and especially this infamous picking hand, which, you know, the secret is out. I have well, in my opinion, I've got a crap picking hand. Well, not crap, but it's not where I want it to be, you know. But then there's anything, you know, if you think about it, you know, when you're a player starting out, or even playing for, you know, same at like 20 plus years like I have, you know, but, you know, when I was younger, I thought if you could pick fast, that means you're a good guitar player. You know what I mean? If you could pick like Paul Gilbert, if you could pick like asThe Melua, if you could pick like Yngwie Malmsteen, John McLaughlin, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly there, you know, notorious good pickers. But then take someone like B.B. King. Now, he isn't known as a very technical guitar player, but he's rated as one of the best there was. You know what I mean? Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck doesn't even use a pick. Jimi Hendrix wasn't really he could pick, you know, but he wasn't really, he had quite a abnormal picking hand. He kind of came over, didn't he? He was kind of like this a bit. Eddie Van Halen, you know, is more of a legato and kind of picking, but he able to pick like that. But, you know, again, I say, when I B.B. King thing, you know, it's not always about playing fast. And I think we're all guilty of technique too much instead of just putting yourself in the guitar, you know. But that being said, you know, the reason why I want the best technique I can do on the guitar, if I hear a piece of music in my head, or even hear someone else's music, and I want to play that, but if I don't have the tools to be able to pull that off, that's very, very frustrating. So that's where kind of working on this stuff comes into play. But you know, if you're into doing slow music like Dave Gilmour, you know, he's rated one of the top guitar players ever, and he's not a fast player, you know, but it's that kind of that very emotional playing, you know, where you whatever that was, you know, speed doesn't, well, there was some speedy kind of stuff there, but a lot of it was left hand. I did one little thing, taking that chordal thing, I was thinking of a D minor chord, and I kind of went down the chord that way, you know. But there you go, I heard that in my head, that kind of sound, and wanted to execute it. So that's where, like I say, working on this kind of stuff comes into play and is very, very important. Hopefully these little tips and random chat has helped. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. What do you do to warm up with your picking, well, any kind of part of your guitar playing? Left hand, right hand, getting your hands, you know, synchronized with each other. Please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you everyone for the love and support and all the kind words and messages people send me. It means the world to me. Thank you to everyone on Patreon who supports me on there. It once again means the world to me. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my infamous YouTube channel and like and share, and yeah, leave a comment and say hello. It'd be nice to get to know you all, you know. Hope you're well, and anything else I'm forgetting to mention? Oh, there is one thing. I'm going to Germany soon. I might as well say it. I'm going to GitCon this year. So I fly out on the 7th of October. Yeah. So very much looking forward to meeting all the other YouTube guitar guys who are going, and girls, and it's gonna be very, very cool. So yeah, first time I've said it, so I've known about it for a good few months now, but it's happening, it's coming up, can't believe it. And yeah, I'll be going out to Germany and get conning it up and doing a lot of cool videos, I imagine. Anyway, hope you're very, very well. Check out MikeBradleyMusic.com where you can get some CDs, and t-shirts will be happening very soon, people. And yeah, love you all very, very much. Take care. Mike Bradley, signing out.
The devil's on my side. Talking to myself again, I'm bored of what I say.